It's the best bets of the week for UFC Vegas 87. Had to think about the number there. There's so many at this point. Well, there's 87 of them. So we'll jump right on into the best bets. And that, of course, always starts with the triple play. This is where I give my, well, 3 of the picks that I gave the edge to. I put them in a parlay and see what happens. And so far, we've been doing fairly well. But yeah, we'll open up with that. The first pick it's Umar, our buddy Umar Nurmagomedov, minus 1,200. We're throwing him in there. Not great odds, but hey, we're just trying to get some wins here. Just racking up those dubs. That's it. Next up, it is Ludovit Klein. Again, we don't have the odds yet. That was not up on the site. I checked a few hours ago. It was not up. So we actually don't have odds for this parlay because of that. But yeah, I'm just giving you the picks anyway. Because again, you can do them yourself. You'll get your own odds. And then I will, of course, have odds for this whenever they come out for Klein. But that's the pick. And we're going to round that out with Urseg on the end of it, minus 350. If you put them all together, oh yeah, right. If you put that all together, we still don't know the odds. But we're going to be putting 1 unit on it. We do that every single time. That is the triple play. Moving on to the Grand Slam. Should I have recapped that? I probably should recap why, just in case people weren't watching the rest of it. You pick Umar, of course, because Beksat's making his debut. I do think it's closer than minus 1,200, but you can't pick against Umar. He's a top 10 guy. Beksat's making his debut. You would just be silly to go against Umar in that one. Klein, AJ Cunningham is coming in on super short notice. He lost on the Contender Series, and brutally, by the way. So Klein should be able to easily win this. And Urseg is just better than Schnell. He's younger, he's better, more well-rounded, he's more technical. He should be able to win this pretty easily as well. Thought I would give the description just in case you hadn't seen it. So moving on to the Grand Slam, and my throat is messed up beyond belief now. It's actually starting to hurt now. Ouchie. This is where I give the 4 fighters. I put 4 fighters in the parlay. It's the Grand Slam, and shockingly, we do better at the 4 legs than the 3 legs. So maybe this is the one you want to pay attention to. I don't know. Pay attention to all of them, but we do usually do even better on the Grand Slams. I don't know how, but it happens, and that opens up with, again, I can never remember it. I think it's Javid Basharat. Minus 700. That's how we're opening this up. I mean, Ayman Zahabi, he's not that great, and Basharat is super, super consistently good. So I gotta go with Basharat on this one, minus 700. We follow that up once again with Umar Nurmagomedov, minus 1,200. Already went through that in the last one. Mokaev, minus 350. Perez just, like I said, 4 minutes of cage time since 2020. That's not good. And he's way older than Mokaev. He's been submitted 5 times. It just seems like this is set up for Mokaev to potentially get a title shot for UFC 301. I would love to see that. If he can get a first round finish here, I think we might actually see that. And I would love it. I would love it. So I'm going with Mokaev, minus 350. And we're rounding that out with the co-main event. It's Vitor Petrino, another undefeated guy. Are all of these guys undefeated? They are. Holy shit, I actually just noticed that. All 4 of these guys undefeated. Unbelievable. Yeah. So another undefeated guy, minus 334. He's huge. He's got knockout power. He's got wrestling. He's got jiu-jitsu. Tyson Pedro hasn't looked consistently that great. Keeps a lower output. I think Petrino wins this one as well. Yeah, and we do have the odds for this one. These are all four of the guys: Basharat, Umar, Mokayev, Petrino, and the odds end up being a measly plus 106. I'm not gonna lie, not the best odds we've ever had, but when you've got four fairly significant favorites, that kind of is what happens. But it's still plus money, folks. It's still plus money. We're still gonna rake in some green when we win. When we win, we will get some green here. And that is always half a unit. I am considering bumping that up to 1 unit just for this card, but no, never mind. I'll stick to half a unit. We'll keep it like that, just to keep it the same for now. But that is it for the parlays. There's two last bets. The first one is the top dog, my favorite underdog of the week, the best looking underdog for me this week. It's the first fight of the night. It's Loik Radzhabov, plus 130. I said this earlier. If you want to see the reasoning, you can go back and check what I was talking about. But for me, it's a very, very close fight. And, oh yeah, it's Al Salwadi he's fighting. I had to think of who he was fighting for a second. Al Salwadi's making his debut. We haven't really seen him go against anybody this good yet. Loik Radzhabov was in the PFL. He beat Chris Wade. He has some good wins in the PFL. I mean, really, I think he's really only an underdog because he lost in the UFC already. But it was Mateusz Rambeszki, who's an absolute wrecking ball. So I don't think we should hold that against him. So I don't know. I think this is one of the better ones. One of the ones that has a much better chance this time. And I mean, let's be real. On this card, there are a significant number of massive, massive favorites. So really, the only two guys that I had a choice of on this entire card were either I was going to pick Rosenstrike in the main event because he was the underdog, or I was going to pick Radzhabov. And to me, I think Radzhabov has a much better chance of winning than Rosenstrike, so I'm going with that. Plus 130. That is the top dog of the week. And then, of course, yeah, with a 1 unit on it, as always. That is always the same thing. The sniper pick, the best pick of the week, the person who I am most confident in, who I will go to war for, who I will bet my entire house on every single time. The sniper pick, in this case, I told you this guy is rock solid as rock solid gets. Both of these brothers are. It's Javid Basharat. So I did get it right earlier. It's Javid Basharat, not Farid. Minus 700. I gotta put it all on this guy. It's 7 units. For the sniper picks, we always go all out. And it works. The system works. What can I say? Because these sniper picks, are people that I have genuinely a 90-95% confidence rating in every single time. And it's why we win so many of them. We're 12-4 now. And to be honest, I think that's even bad because there were a couple of sniper picks in there that I probably shouldn't have made. I'm staying away from doing that anymore. I'm not going to get cute with it, picking people that I think are going to win anyway just because they have better odds. I'm not doing that anymore. We're sticking with my most confident pick no matter what the odds are, and we are going to deal with those odds in the best way we can, which is putting 7 units down on minus 700, which means when we win, we get 1 unit back, and that'll cover, well, it'll cover like the top dog if we lose, stuff like that. It just ends up being, it ends up being great. I mean, we've got a working system, so don't question it. But anyway, so let's hope to keep the wins going. Like I said, we were 12-4 with the sniper picks. We're on a 4-week winning streak. We're slowly getting all the categories into the green. We're not quite there. The sniper pick is slightly in the red. The triple play is slightly in the red if you want to go look at the recap earlier of last week. But yeah, we are very, very close to getting in the green on all 4 categories. And yeah, very exciting stuff. So hopefully, maybe actually this could be the week. Well, yeah, it could. Well, I don't know actually, because the triple play is probably not going to be the greatest odds. So I don't know if we could actually even get enough profit to get in the green there, even though it's less than a unit in the red. But just because of the way the odds work out, who knows? Anyway, that is it for the bets. That is it